Hi, I'm Suzette with Celestial Experiences, and this is my part 2 of my burnout video series. I think the series is going to go beyond that, but I just wanted to kind of kick off with starting where the journey is and how I've been documenting my the experience that I had. But in this part 2, I am picking up from last week's part 1, which is focusing on the 2nd and 8th house axis. I'm also mentioning the Pluto ingress into Aquarius because the way the timing happened when through my journaling and documentation, it started like in September of 2024, and I had left my job in July of 2024. And so this is now, we're here, it's April 2026. And so I just wanted to kind of like give you some points on what's going on. I recorded my reflection just last week.
Okay, I wanted to throw in some of the astrology in this. Around that time that I recorded that, it was around the autumn equinox. And, I track astrologically, like, what is going on in the skies. And, I did a lot of journaling up front to help me kind of get through all my stuff and kind of help me remind me of, hey, why did I do this? And, so this is how I know that by November 3rd, the new moon was in Scorpio. And, that's my house that's my 11th house and, of community. And I was setting some intentions for friendship and doing something active, being activist type of thing, something that I could do. So I started kind of starting up some new programs online to try and make some friends and connect, because I was missing this whole networking thing, but I didn't want to, tap back into the network because I still needed space. And anyway, those were people I worked with. I wanted something for myself. And then Pluto moved into Aquarius, and I was a little nervous about that because that was hitting. So all this was leading up because Pluto was exiting Capricorn. I was making these final, shedding a bunch of stuff, coming into my own, because Capricorn rising, that's what I am. It's my, and when Pluto moved into Aquarius, I knew that it was going to show me what really I value, through material things. And boy, here we are. I am now, what is it? Pluto's at still early degrees of Aquarius, and I knew that things were going to start showing up slowly but surely, and they have. A couple of years later, now that a lot of the happenings, the shedding, I let go of, and I've learned that, I've had to ask myself, how much money am I okay with living? What makes me feel comfortable? What happens if I do change my house? I let go of a home that I bought a couple of years ago. And what happens if I just am a little more grubby? I don't know how else to call it. Just a little more scrappy. Maybe that's it. Scrappy. And what is it that I really makes me feel is most important to me? And all of that is just literally a second house review of topics. And, and whenever you think about second house, 8th house, there's this, when you think about one end of where you're at, where the planetary alignment is, you always have to look across the way at other people's resources. And I'm in a partnership that I I am leaning and straining my partner, who is not used to me not working. And during this past couple of years, because it has been a couple of years behind me, that we've had some tension, and with his resources and my lack of resources coming into the coupleship, right? And that's a big deal. We have a really solid background in our relationship, so it really is shaking up some stuff. And I think it has led to some mental health issues for my partner. And I am standing, I'm trying to be flexible and work as a couple to not only hold on to, hey, I let go of a lot so I can get to the next step in my life. And I'm trying to be a supportive partner emotionally, because that's how I can do. And I know this seems to be going on and on. But what I'm trying to say is that Pluto Aquarius, there's an axis there. So just want to let you know that. Keep it when you're reviewing your chart. Always don't just look at one house where the transit's coming through. Always look ahead to the other one and kind of see what else is going to come up of that. And because Pluto is a slow transit, this is a progress. We're seeing how things are going. But jumping over into the following year, I'm just kind of doing some quick, intense jumps, because I do want to illustrate how tracking astrology really has helped guide me and prepare me to work with the energies, because you can't avoid it. I mean, a human being on a giant rock with, energy coming upon you, and you just work with it, over time. Gradually, and it doesn't just happen, bam, the transit happens the day, and then you don't feel it anymore. Some days it's pretty intense, but it usually is residual, and it makes something. But I was looking at the Time Lords, and his Time Lord is Saturn, and that's my rising planet, the ruling planet. And so I was thinking maybe I can work with this. So I have, but I feel like even though Saturn's a malefic, it is my chart ruler, and he's going through his own Saturn return. So I'm just kind of not return, excuse me. He's not going through a return. He's already moved past that, but his Time Lord for a couple of years is Saturn. And so I know for my partner that, discipline, predictability, structure, these are all responsibility are going to be very amplified for him. Where I'm loosening, I'm letting it go. So it makes this strict restriction, second house, eighth house, second house, eighth house kind of thing. So there's that. I just wanted to share that. I think I'll go ahead and stop here. I am an astrologer, and if you'd like to work with me, and maybe you're going through a transition or thinking about it, or you've already taken the step and you're like, hey, this is what, or want to connect and see how the transits that are coming up, how you can work with them, I would love to be able to connect with you. You can visit me on my website, celestial.quest, and sign up for a 30-minute or a 15-minute. I offer both sessions. I also do a full hour, but if you just want to kind of get a feel, I'm open for consultation. I hope to see you soon. We'll see you at the next video. Thanks.